So the most ironic thing happened to me, right? I was going out to get something to eat, and I told my daughter to grab this money off the table. I had just had some money laying around. I wanted her to get something to eat. So when she got the money, it's ironic. She came back with 2 20s. You know, she didn't want to get all the money off the table. And I said, I was just joking with her. I said, "You think this gonna be enough to get something to eat? $40?" And she said, "Yeah, Daddy, it's 2 big 2s and 2 big zeros on there." And I said, "That's not gonna be enough." And it was so ironic because $40 economically with inflation can't get you much. But the craziest thing is, you could get an entire motor club benefits package. The price is never gonna be too good. Right? It's funny because what we see in society is really just a bunch of procrastinators. Right? I bet you some of you are looking at this video like, you know what? That's against the law. Right? Everything is against the law except actually creating some kind of financial freedom. When you look at a lot of people in America, everything is against the law. They know law and they know the politics like the back of their hand. Except for they're not politicians, so they don't get paid to talk about it. You see me discuss MC.A because this is financially beneficial and can be financially beneficial for you, right? I'm not stressing. You know why? Because I'm not going to allow $40 to get in the way of me potentially making hundreds of thousands of dollars and retiring early. I'm not going to let $40 do that. And besides, you know, who really needs Andrew Jackson and George Washington anyway? Right? We into the Grants and the hundreds. The Benjamins. Right? There's a lot of smart Alex watching this. He should do something with his money instead of being ignorant and cutting up money in the bathroom. You should buy some silver or do something like that. Well, it's funny that you say that because all the people that procrastinate talk. We already do that, right? We already do that. This the silver that you're talking about? All you people that like to sound smart? It's so hard for people to consistently do things in society. If they just joined MC.A and bought one of these once a week with every check they got for the year, that's 48 weeks in a year, they have a significant amount of income where they can keep up with inflation and, you know, turn it over at the end of the year. You have a nice Christmas. But people don't think that way, right? I've been giving people this message about MC.A for the longest, but they won't do anything as far as joining. You know, they got every single excuse. Excuses are easy to come with. You know, they allow you to quit. Some people are probably looking at this video. Well, we don't know if the money is real. MC.A marketing. Right? But they're watching everyone else gain but themselves. They're taking advice about MC.A. Oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Well, what's a pyramid? Right? You have one boss, don't you? You got one supervisor, don't you? You got one CEO, don't you? But you probably have about 50 employees or even more than that. And who's making the most? Who's making the most? It's the CEO, right? MC.A can do a lot of things if you would take the time to actually start. That's the process. You want to know, was there going to be training? Yeah, there's going to be training. Are you going to apply it? That's the question. Oh, Eric, what about chargebacks? Well, I mean, I think optimistically. I don't even, for a second, contemplate a chargeback. You know, you have people that put energy out and make videos about chargebacks and all the pros and cons to MC.A, but they won't actually join it. They put that energy into actually joining, they'd actually be able to get people to sign up under them. But they don't think that way, right? They're too busy worrying about politics and liberals and Democrats and Republicans and what the president's doing. Okay, newsflash. Maybe you don't know. The president is making almost $500,000 a year. What is it, up to like 400,000 he makes or something like that? I like this one right here. This is 2013. There's a lot of things that go into this, but I don't want to stray away from the message at hand. Motor Club of America. Why do people let this paper that we know is going to keep being printed get in the way of their success? Right? I know some of you are looking at this like, oh my God, I want to go do laundry with that money. I would never do that. Yo, there's a lot of things you would never do, and joining MC.A is one of them. So, how long are you going to wait? How long are you going to procrastinate? Is this real? Okay, this is another question. What does this look like? Doesn't this say TBC Marketing and Associates? Isn't this an official IRS document, 1099? Form 1099? Is it real? Of course it's real, right? Think about it. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't. So you can keep on watching. MC.A is going to keep on creating more income. I'm going to keep on just doing everything I do to try to get you guys to wake up. I'm going to keep on buying more of these. MC.A has helped me buy a lot of these. Right? You can do what you want with your money. I hope that you do the right thing. First, you got to start. Before you can even contemplate what you're going to do with the money, you have to start. Some of you got excuses. Oh, money isn't everything. Well, yeah, it's pretty close to everything when you look at society, being that you can't really do much without it, right? So, I'm just going to keep on residually gaining checks every single week while you just sit and procrastinate and watch and think about it. Keep on thinking it over. You thinking so much, you can't even get anything done. You've been probably looking at this since 2012. The individual told me about this. One of my sponsors, you guys might know, Greg, told me about this last summer I joined. It's about to be summer 2013, and you guys are still contemplating. Oh, is it real? What can you do? Does it work? How many people you got to recruit? Oh, I heard about chargebacks. We hear a lot of things. But don't take advice from people who don't really know much about the organization for one. Just make the decision to join, right? This is nothing. I get residual checks from MC.A. I'm going to get more of this next week, whether I recruit anyone or not, because I put in the time, which you should be doing, right? Put in the time. Stop thinking it over.